what's going on, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. Will the lockout end today? What's holding up the deal at this point? We're going to dive into that in just a second. But quick reminder for all latest Dodgers news and rumors, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you really want to support the channel, smash that like button. And as always, I want your take down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. What are your thoughts on the international draft? Should the players take the deal? And also, will the lockout end today? Let me know down below. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So let me guess, you're just checking your phone every 5 seconds, hoping and praying for the breaking news that the MLB lockout is over and that baseball is back. I know that's what you're doing, and I think I speak for all MLB fans when I say,
well, we're waiting.
So will a deal get done today? Well, there is a sense of optimism around the league. It is a cautious optimism from fans, from insiders, that they can strike a deal today and preserve a full 162-game season. I think you see that CBT number at $230 million in the first year. You're seeing the minimum salaries go up around the league. You're seeing that pre-arbitration pool, money that didn't exist before, that is coming into play. So there are some dubs for the players, but we're not out of the woods yet. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're in the red zone. They just have to punch it in the end zone. And one of the big holdups here late is the international draft. Sources tell me that MLB/MLBPA negotiations are ongoing and that the biggest hurdle right now is direct compensation versus international draft. But those are not the only issues, just the main hurdle. Both sides with a lot of negotiating left. So we're not out of the woods yet, and the international draft is currently a big sticking point. And before that, she tweeted, MLB's perspective on an international draft is, of course, different. League official, main benefit is that the draft system will address the corruption, mainly early deals and steroid use, while maintaining number of players signed and giving international players more money. And then she quote tweeted that with, the league continues to stress that they believe that an international draft is the right thing to do. MLB's perspective is also different from the players in saying that the proposed structure will not be a way of tamping down signing bonuses, which players say they fear. And then Tim Healy tweeted, MLB is seeking to implement the international draft starting in 2024, a league official said. So if it happens, it wouldn't be an immediate change. And he would go on to tweet, other pieces of MLB's proposed international draft. Expected increased spending on international players, at least $17 million extra every year, and expected maintaining of number of players signed, 1,000 total, more than 600 draft picks, rest undrafted free agents. So the big issue that some of these players... Now, MLB.com's Anthony Castrovince reported that MLB envisions a 20-round draft of players who are at least 16 years of age. The draft would span 20 rounds and have hard bonus slots for each draft position. The top overall pick, for instance, would receive a signing bonus of $5.25 million. So, when it comes to this draft, there's no country that's going to be affected quite like the Dominican Republic. The DR has the richest talent pool of any country in the nation outside the United States. Some of the biggest stars right now, you've got Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Juan Soto, Fernando Tatis Jr., the list goes on and on and on. And FTJ, he doesn't like the idea of an international draft. Hector Gomez tweeted, Fernando Tatis Jr., the international draft is going to kill baseball in DR. It's going to affect us a lot because there will be many young people who used to give them the opportunity to get a bonus, and with the draft, it will not be the same. And then David Ortiz, one of the biggest stars to come out of the Dominican Republic, well, Big Papi had some big opinions. He told Jeff Passan, baseball is such a big thing in the Dominican. Baseball keeps kids off the streets. We don't want that to walk away from us. We want it to get better. That's my focus, nothing else. We have the youth, people wanting to be me, Pedro, Pujols. We can't let that go away. At the end of the day, I don't want those kids to be affected by it. I already played baseball. I had a career. I care about the kids being treated right. I understand Major League Baseball wants to have control over everything they do, but you're not going to change the system overnight. Baseball is one of the secret weapons of the Dominican economy. If you talk about a draft here in the States, you have choices. You can do football, basketball. Dominican has baseball to make your way out. That's it. You have to be careful. So for as much progress as the two sides have made in these negotiations, this new CBA is going to hinge largely on this international draft because it is a big deal for players like David Ortiz and Fernando Tatis Jr. and all these greats that have come out of the DR to protect their country's interests. Look, I was in the Dominican last month, and I can tell you firsthand, baseball is everything in that country. They say it's not a sport, it's a lifestyle, it's a religion. They say when you're born in the DR, they don't want you to be a doctor, they don't want you to be a lawyer, they don't want you to be the president, they want you to be a Major League Baseball superstar. They call it La Sangre, the blood of the superstar. That's how big it is in the Dominican Republic. And look, back in the day, it was like the wild, wild west. Teams could go to the DR, they could sign players with no restrictions, and then we saw in 2012, they implemented that soft cap with that international bonus pool, and then in 2017, you saw them use that hard cap with the international bonus pool from $4 to $6 million, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to regulate. They're trying to have some restrictions as to where players go, and also there is some corruption. Make no mistake about it. Look, I even talked to people down there that told me, they said, hey, the minute they think you have a chance to be a baseball superstar, they take you out of school, and that can be at 9 or 10 years of age. Sometimes there's steroid use involved, so this is a way for Major League Baseball to have some restrictions, have some regulations when it comes to the international market of players, which there are plenty, and also kind of control which teams they go to. So you have some of these big market teams always take advantage of some of these players, but we'll see what happens. I think the good thing is the fact that it won't begin until 2024, so maybe the two sides can agree to work together with this for the betterment of baseball in the long run. But I totally understand some of these Dominican players want to protect the interests of baseball because it's so massive in the DR. But let me know down below in the comments section, will we get a deal done today? What are your thoughts on the international draft? I didn't want to go too into the weeds on it. We're probably going to do another video after the lockout ends, and we're going to dive into all these topics and break down the new CBA, but that's just kind of the crux of it at the moment. But let me know down below in the comment section, should the players take this deal? I want your takes down below. My name is D-Mac. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all latest Dodgers news and rumors, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.